fight in your life is to fight for what God gave you. If it's one time, it's one moment to fight for your life, to give everything you got for your life, to give everything you got in your life. You do it for what God wants you to do it for. When it's that time and it's that moment, them moments come a lot, but we tend to re-navigate ourselves. I thought it was easy too, but I'm starting to, I've been realized, when God got something for you to do, it sounds easy, but it is not easy. It is not easy. You have to fight for it. You have to fight for it. And what I mean by that, you gotta fight demons. You gotta fight monsters. And they gonna give it all they got. The devil is on all fours just to keep a flaming twin relationship from coming together. Especially if one done ruined it. Do you know how much they gonna lose? They gonna lose more than the physical. They gonna lose a whole lot in the spiritual. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up on what God got for you. When it's one time to fight in your life, it's when God got something for you. You don't go to no readers, you don't go to no spiritualists, you don't go to no church. Well, you can go to all that if you want to, if they're gonna give you some good advice. But when God already done put it in your heart, this is what it is and this is what time it is, everybody else might just derail you. But you can go and try. But every time I tried, when it was time for me to fight for God, when it was time for me to fight for God, every time I tried, I knew better to go ask anybody. Because it's energy. And it's like, God is a jealous God. If God done told you, if God done let you know, who else gonna let you know anything else? The problem is, and the hardest part is what direction to take, what moves to make, and how should you make them. You gotta go back to God again. That's when meditation plays a heavy role in that situation. And then God gonna show you, man, when you get past that empty, God gonna show you the structural plan. And to thank God for most of it, for me, for what I noticed, is to be still. And what I mean by that, heal. I found a trick now. They told me not to tell you. I can't tell y'all. I found a trick. When you want God to do it for you, it's a way you can do it. I already gave you the key. Heal. Heal. You're going to probably say to yourself, is this temporary or is this for good? It don't matter. Just heal. I'm going to tell y'all something I did in the street when I was on a lot of drugs and dealing with drugs all the time. I say this a lot because I feel like I need to. Well, I would fast. And I took my fast serious. I ain't do my fast like everybody else. I did it too with the food. But I also fast for whatever habit I had. And I made sure I took it serious. So if I fast for 10 days, 20 days, 5 days, 3 days, whatever, I made sure I took it all the way serious. So whatever habit I had, I fasted as well. Over time, I started fasting so much, before you know it, I had already stopped all the sins that I was committing externally against myself. All the stuff that I was binding to, or sins that I was arrested to, I just started fading out of them because I started noticing the energy shift. And I was going back and forth in the energy shift. And I was like, wait a minute, my energy feel better without this. But then again, do my energy feel better with this? So I said, I had to do this again, I had to do this again. And I kept doing it because I was always the kind of person who exercised, worked, and all that. And most of the jobs I had gyms or something in it or something like that. But one of them that I stayed, I always worked. The last job I worked at for 15 years. That job had a gym in it. And I would work out every day. I work out on the job, before I start the job, and when I got off the job. So if I was dealing with drugs or something, I would exercise and I would run. Or I would just be out and go to a gym. And I would study my cardiovascular, my oxygen. And I realized that these drugs was affecting me in a bad way, even though it made me feel in a good way. So I utilized that and I just started cutting them off, but I had to continue to utilize the fasting because it was drug after drug after drug. Before you know it, I wasn't on no drugs no more. And it happened rapid. I just had to make sure that I was real about the fasting. Don't never give up on what God got. I was honored to be a sinner like I was, coming from nothing like I did, being a nobody like I felt I was. It was an honor for God to let me know. It was an honor for God to say, I need you to do something. I need you to do something for me. This is what I called you for. This is your purpose in life. It was an honor. Hey, God, you know, you figure God would have left you alone. You figure God would have gave up on you, especially me, doing everything that I done not just the drugs, but selling the drugs. I did a lot. I know better to say because y'all going to manipulate the play. Because you a hater. All haters. That's what haters do. Oh, let me stop. Don't let me say too much because you're going to edit and say you're so scared for your life and you got the mask on. How you going to be scared and you the one wearing the mask? That's why I say, man, ain't nothing real about that hate, bro. But anyway, you know what, haters? Let me tell y'all something else. Just imagine if you would have helped. It don't matter who got to go to prison, let them go. But it don't matter who got to get what they got to get coming to them. Let them get what they got coming to them. Don't ever help nobody. Don't never help nobody run from their own karma. That's the worst thing you could do. I had to learn that in the streets. I was helping, you know, when you in the streets, you helping these group of people, you helping this group of people, you involved with this group of people, you involved with this group of people, you involved with gangsters. I had to figure out the energy in that. I was like, okay, did this person deserve what he got coming to him? Let's say this person went over there and raped somebody, and everybody out his ass. Do we help him? Even though they from our block, do we help him? Hell no. Let him get his ass whooped. Let him get his ass handed to him. See what I'm saying? I had to know that that's on a more serious scale, but it be real small scale. Like I had to realize the energy because I realized when I was helping certain energy, I was losing energy. I was losing myself. So I stopped dealing with that. So now the way I help people, before I even think about helping somebody, thank God I ain't even been around nobody, but before I even think about helping somebody, I really got to know your energy. And if God don't put it in my heart to help you, I'm not going to help you. I do the same thing with God and a lover. If God say I can't be with this lover, I'm not going to be with you. If God say I can be with a lover, it don't matter what this lover is, I can heal this lover and everything. This lover is healable. Otherwise, I ain't dealing with you. Period. I had to learn the energy, bro. I had to quit looking at the physical. I had to start looking at the spiritual and everything. I'm telling y'all, don't help nobody run from that karma. That's the worst thing you can do. You're going to always feel, some of y'all got friends right now, you know you shouldn't have bad karma. And I'm talking about, it don't matter if you're in the streets or not. You something bad stuff just keep happening. You don't get it. Your friend over here, he on a whole different gangster level than you are. Your friend over here done did some stuff that you know you wouldn't do. And both of y'all gangsters. Well, that's probably where your karma coming from. And if you were smart, you were abstract. I'm teaching y'all something now without saying it in a lot of words. The mouth, they done hidden me. I'm hidden. I'm grave. They done graveyard me, unalive me. And now they all get in my mouth. They took the hat and the hat started decomposing. Taking the mouth decomposing. You know what I'm saying? They take the money decomposing. Everything they take from me. Now watch still. If you would have stopped being a hater and you would have helped the one that you were supposed to help instead of, see, we've been programmed to help the ones that deserve the bad karma instead of helping the ones that earn the good karma. That's what my people been messing up at. My people been blindly supporting slavery. My people been blindly supporting slavery to the point to where they want to put themselves back into slavery. It don't matter who you at and where you at across this world. I'm talking to all blacks across the world. We were programmed to support slavery. And if you take a step back and you research yourself, you'll say, okay, well, he might be right. Look how long Diddy got away with it. That's slavery. That was taught to us as slavery. Look how long we forgot. Look at reparations. It's going on down the road. That's slavery. Taught to give up on our own stuff. Okay? All right, now, adopting these triangles to sacrifice each other, that's slavery. Surely I tell you the truth. The way we sacrifice each other today is no different than the way we used to got hang on the trees in the back of the day. It's no different than the way we was hung on the trees back in the days. Think about it. They didn't have to no longer enslave us. Now, I ain't talking about slavery. I'm not talking about racism. Because this is something we adopted. These are the traits that we adopted. I'm talking about the manipulation. I'm talking about the Willie Lynch manipulation that gave us this slave mentality that's keeping us in slavery. We doing this without knowing it, but we do know it. The problem is we don't know how we're going to get paper if we stop this slavery. Because this is money, big money in this. That's why ain't nobody creating jobs no more. And if you quit all this, you first thing you're going to ask yourself is how you going to get paper. Well, guess what? That's when you need to get in a real relation. I can almost guarantee you, if you stop going bed to bed and person to person, and you get yourself with a real person that love you and care for you, you ain't gonna worry about no paper. You see the math in it, you gotta stop looking at the energy and what I can do, what we need to do, what the man can do, what man can do, how can man fix it? Man can't fix that, that's a whole mountain right there. You need God with you. You need God with you. I'm telling you, especially to my lady that was trying to come to me, don't ever in your life, because I already know it's a gift from God. I know I'm a gift from God. God's a gift to me. I thank God, I'm telling you, I thank God he came to me and said I got to deal with this book and walk into my purpose. Because I thought I failed God so much that even if I had a purpose, he would have gave up on my purpose. But when my head was down the lowest and I was at my lowest, God came to me and gave me a hand to put me back on my feet, gave me an opportunity to put me back on my feet, to give me an opportunity to prove myself once again. And when God gives you an opportunity, it's better than that house opportunity. It's better than that car opportunity. It's better than that love opportunity. It's better than anything that the planet can give you. You give your all, because when you give your all, God gonna strengthen you. He gonna build you in the spiritual. Your wings gonna blossom. You're gonna get more wings added onto the wings that you already got. You're gonna be growing and you're gonna be straight up blissfulness in the spiritual. And when you do die, you ain't gonna care about when you gotta die. And you ain't gonna say you're gonna be happy when you do die, but it's that time like in the Bible, when you do die, people can celebrate you. I had to figure this out now. Little stuff in the Bible, like why would it say celebrate when you die? I know that part now. I used to didn't understand that, but I do now. You gotta get up here with me where we at. So when I talk about rage, I'm not talking about the typical rage. I'm talking about the emissions in our bodies. Like Jesus said, my brother said, surely I tell you the truth, as soon as you thought it, you done it. I'm telling you, they gonna register, they gonna scale your emissions inside of yourself before you even think it inside of yourself. These emissions, what is emissions? Emissions, what is emissions? Emissions is when somebody hit you with that low blow and you felt it inside of yourself. That's rage. We all got that rage. So I probably worded it wrong, so you didn't understand what I was telling you. Now you get it. Even though the black man, them are haters, y'all are straight haters. If you on my side, you better prove it, hater. Because let me tell you something else about you haters. You sitting there spending all that time being a hater. You spending all that money being a hater. You're running with money. You I don't even know if you even getting no money. You probably just like to be a hater. But if you would have supported the one that you've been torturing and gang stalking, you will have so much paper. You won't even worry about a hater. Not only will you not worry about a hater, you'll probably become a school teacher and teaching other people how not to be haters. You sitting there running, trying to run with a bag or run to try to get a bag that you might not even really get. And if you got the bag, it ain't worth having the bag, because since you got the bag, you've been cursed since you had the bag. Running with a bag, looking back. Y'all need to start being real out there. Stop being, get off your knees already. You're scared. That's the beautiful thing about God giving us, this is God's book. If you in this book, you better make the best out of it, because this is your one opportunity chance to prove to God that you on God's side and ain't no mountain gonna stop you. They might take your clothes from you. They might take your cars from you. They might take your home from you. They might bury you and entomb you just like they did me. But it ain't gonna be nothing that they can do to you. That energy gonna keep coming back to you. No matter what they try to do to you, that energy keep coming back to you. And even if they try to keep on burying you and keeping their foot on you, their foot gonna decompose while it's on top of you.